guys, welcome back to Spirituality with Gabriella. On this channel, I share Spirit's messages as well as manifestation techniques. And today I'm sharing a channeled message from Spirit. Now that I'm doing these shorter form videos, just sharing messages, Spirit is talking to me really loud and clear. And I'm trusting that if you were guided to this video, this message is for you. So here's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing from Spirit that you are enough, and they want you to hear this loud and clear. It feels to me like you have been being very hard on yourself, maybe picking yourself apart, maybe also comparing yourself to others. And Spirit is just saying, remember, comparison is the thief of joy. They want you to know that it's not like you have to change who you are in order to manifest your dreams and goals. You already have everything that you need inside of you to get those things. And they want to be really clear about that, because every time you pick yourself apart, what's actually happening is you are lessening your energetic potency. And what Spirit is showing me is if you are just able to really lean into life, to dance, to expand, to find pleasure and purpose in that, you would actually feel a lot more powerful. And so they're asking you to shift your attention from self-criticism to really just focusing on the couple things you can do for yourself where you feel lit up by life. And let me show you some of the cards we're getting. So the first one we got is Dance with Life. Do something to change your energy. So as I'm receiving this card, the message is kind of just like, imagine that you could shake up your life and make one small change and just let the chips fall and see where they fall. And that one small change is actually going to move the needle on everything else in your life, like how you feel, how you present yourself, how you show up, what you feel called to share, who you feel called to spend time with. So one small change, it doesn't have to be anything big. And I'm getting a lot of feminine energy around this pile. And what I mean by that is it's necessary to release your emotions, but it doesn't mean that you have to like sit in your room and cry. Maybe you can dance, maybe you can paint, maybe you can do something that is just there to shift your energy. Getting into more of that lunar feminine energy, knowing that when you get into that vibration, that is how Spirit is communicating with you and allowing you to transition and let anything fall away that is no longer of service. You also got Imrama, where are you being called to journey to? So this card for me is also all about accepting who you are at a soul level. So instead of trying to twist yourself to fit in or to appear like other people, instead focusing on where you really come from, even before the earth, knowing that you have all of these soul codes that are very important. And the more that you go within and do things that help with your expression, the more you're going to be feeling proud of yourself. And there's a wholesome energy around this. So it feels like as you go deeper and deeper into this self-soothing journey, you're going to be able to really be proud of who you are, why you came here, get really clear on your purpose, your mission, your gifts, and also call in the right people and relationships. We also got Deep Replenishment, Retreat, Rest, and Be Held. Okay, so yeah, especially if there has been some type of self-criticism or maybe even scarcity coming up for you, because that's another thing I'm hearing. This is not the time to push yourself to achieve something. That time will come, and Spirit is saying really clear, that time will come, they promise you. But now is not necessarily the time to try and push yourself to be super productive just for the sake of it, because you're not going to really get the energy out of it that you seek anyhow. So instead, retreat, rest, do something fun like dancing or painting. Those are my suggestions. And through those things, allow the inspiration to come to you. Sometimes when we are looking so hard for the outcome or the answer, it actually blocks us from getting there. Whereas when we do something that simply puts us into flow, we feel that inspiration, we feel that life force energy, and we ourselves feel like we are in a better place. And so Spirit is saying that this is going to be really important to show up for, yourself, your family, your friends, your community, your true soul family. Okay, one more card. Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. Okay. So I love everything having to do with Akasha. Akasha is a Sanskrit word. It is the universal energy log that has all of your soul's wisdom, all the insights, the lessons you've been through, the previous lifetimes across time and dimension. That is what Akasha is. And so when we see Akasha, you're essentially being shown that you are connected to a higher purpose and you're connected to a higher intelligence. It's okay if you don't have all the answers right now in your 3D human body, because that will change. As you go throughout your life path, the answers will be revealed to you. But when we see Akasha, what this card is calling you to do is just trust that you actually already have those answers and they are being presented in divine timing. So I'm getting this energy from this group, like, you know, maybe you feel like you have to hustle a lot or you have to push yourself, and Spirit is saying to start backpedaling on that energy and start feeding more life force energy. So prioritizing the things that really make you truly happy. And Spirit is saying you are safe to do that, even if you have worries about scarcity or money or abundance. Spirit is saying you will find that the more that you pour life force energy into the things that truly light you up, the more money you're actually going to create. And it's because your energy field is going to be in a better place, so you'll become more magnetic by doing that. So look, I understand. I've been through all of this myself too. It took me years and years and years to reprogram myself enough to understand that things like painting and movement actually elevate my energy field and make me a better coach, a better leader, a better creator, a better writer, all of the above. And so Spirit is just holding a lot of compassion for you with where you are right now in your journey, and wants you to know that everything that you're manifesting can and will happen, but it does require you to pour time back into yourself, not into all of these other things and all these tasks and into this comparison. And they're asking this group really clearly to limit time on social media, especially if you've been scrolling, or, you know, maybe if you're finding yourself like picking other people apart too, consciously or unconsciously, looking at their features, wondering what they're doing or what they're wearing. Spirit is saying, like, nobody else is actually that fascinating. We don't need to get to that level. That is just the human avatar. We don't have to get into that line of thinking. So Spirit is just asking you, you know, pull back energy from social media right now and go back to pure creation energy. And they are showing this group lighting a candle. And when you light that candle, really calling Spirit to be with you and sit at your altar, like really creating that space so that you and Spirit can communicate and be with one another, treating Spirit like a friend. And having this type of sacred time is really going to help you feel more embodied, more present, and just much more peaceful and calm with life. So thank you so much for listening. If you feel called to work together more closely, I am hosting Dreamweaver. It is my 6-month coaching program, again in October. This is an opportunity to really learn how to manifest your dream life. I have manifested really big things in my life, my house, you know, my relationship, my engagement, my artistry, my books, my business, but most importantly, I have manifested self-love and the ability to know that Spirit is really guiding my life and everything I do. So if that resonates with you, I would love for you to join us. All of the links are down below, and you can always reach out to me at any time on Instagram. All right, have a great day.